We have new details about the remake of Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. At Ubisoft Forward, the publisher revealed a new teaser for Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake, confirming a 2026 release window. The publisher said the game was now set to enter full production, but did not provide any other details. The remake project, first announced at Ubisoft Forward in 2020, has experienced multiple delays over the course of its development. Remaking a classic is very daring and exciting to me. What I wanted to bring is the idea of sanctify, respect, modernize, and add. So those four pillars are what we use to define everything in the game. If we take an enemy, for example, do we want to sanctify it, keep it as is because it's so iconic? Do we want to respect it, just fix it a little bit? Modernize it, which is a bit more change? Or is it something completely new? Everything that was in the original goes through that lens, as well as some things that we want to improve. For example, accessibility options are something that we're adding. We have things that are staying as is, like the wall run, which is so iconic that we will try to match it as much as we can. The dagger as well. There are core elements of the original recipe that we respect and sanctify: time powers, the tone of the game, and the gravity-defying gameplay. But we modernize stuff like the level design, for example, and really enhance the scale of the world. We also challenge a bit more. The Sands of Time remake, you might recall, was originally announced way back in 2020. A do-over of the 2003 3D entry in the long-running platforming series, it was confirmed to be bringing back the Prince's OG actor for fresh recording while showing off a slightly more realistic visual style. The landscape of remakes has evolved a lot since the first inception of the remake of Sands of Time. There have been some big players that clearly redefine the bar. We made some big changes to the 3CS character, camera controls, and had to build prototypes to make sure that our new controls still feel good with the old gameplay, and sometimes we need to change them. At the time, Ubisoft said to expect the Sands of Time remake in 2021. That then slipped to 2022, before slipping into indefinite delay territory, with pre-orders being refunded. Despite Ubisoft's insistence, the game was still in the works. As original Sands of Time developers, Ubisoft Montreal took over development from their Indian colleagues in Pune and Mumbai. Even 3 years after its original reveal, and 2 years after it had originally been scheduled to come out, the Sands of Time remake was still said to be in an early stage of conception, according to producer Jean-Francois Naud. Not exactly reassuring news.